All right, all right. Apparently we're live here, but CommanderX. I reckon there's no point in coming and bursting out of the traps here. We're in here for a marathon cast. It's gonna be 5 or 6 hours. No point in just blowing our beans right now. CX. Let's just take it one step at a time. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon. We're here for the Team Fortress TV ZOWIE Invitational number 2. It's Europe's turn, baby. We got huhy on production here doing the streaming for us. We got John and Ducky working in the background organising this tournament, and we're about to get underway with our first game. We're going to go straight in for number 4 versus number 5 seed, Daughter versus Moule. And CommanderX, I'm a little bit excited. We've got some new technology to unveil here. I think we're going to go straight to that to make sure that we don't break it. It's a little project that Atmo's been working on. We tried to demonstrate it at the ESEA LAN final stream, but there were some technical problems. I'm holding my breath here. Hopefully this will work, but it requires a little bit of coordination between me and huhy. But if you're a magpie, you're going to go mad for this. It's so shiny. But we're going to run through the rosters right here. And the first team we're going to look at is Daughter. Playing medic for them, it's going to be 2 nuts, aka 2 nasty, aka 2 max. Swedish national team medic also played medic for Team Infused, aka Player Ban, aka Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. He's going to be joined on Demo Man by Ribe, your legendary Demo Man. And there was a little bit of a surprise this morning because Zebu mentioned that he wasn't sure if he was going to show up. He had just had problems with his graphics card on Thursday, and Zebu just assumed he was going to be here. Hadn't seen him in 3 days. Hopefully he'll be here. Legendary Dignitas, Broder, blah, 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 Demo Man. He's a beast. Then on the Pocket Soldier role, this is the little wild card for the team, I guess. It's going to be Knutson. Hope we got that pronunciation right. He's been away from the scene for about 4 seasons. He used to play Soldier around that Div 1 level. He's been playing Tribes Ascend at the highest level. And now he returns for his Swedish countrymen. He lives in the same house as Bevern, and he will be playing Pocket here. Joining him on the Soldier role then will be Zebasai. Your roamer used to play that role for TCM many seasons ago, and he did try playing Pocket at the start of this new team, but now he's going to be playing roamer, and it's his first season with the Gunboats, I understand. So this is going to be interesting. He's a former Soldier of the season. He's pretty good. Check him out. Then on the Scout, you guessed it, it's going to be more Swedes. We got Bevern first. He spent the previous season playing with Walters, who joins him here as well, but they were playing together in Cause We Can. Probably rose to fame playing for Quarantine, famously banned by the ETFTL admin team, and proven innocent. Free Bevern, free Bevern. As I mentioned then, on the last and final scout position, it's going to be Walters with his maybe playing under an alias here of Kokot. I'm not sure about that. We'll find out when I finally join the server, but he is a legendary TF2 player. He has been in the wilderness, I feel, playing for a few lesser rosters, but he did peak playing for Epsilon Esports. He's back here with his Swedish countrymen, and hopefully he's going to be destined for some big performances over this tournament. I know he is a big game player. Hopefully this will be enough to encourage him out of his slumber here. Don't wake the beast. Moving to the next team then, it will be Mais Moule, and I understand that's a pretty offensive in French, so I do apologise, but I'm just an uncultured Irish swine. On medic for them will be Mitzi, perhaps the person putting in the biggest effort to play in this tournament. He's playing all the way from Canada on 130 ping. It must be like 9 in the morning over there, and he's decided to get up and do it with his teammates. He's Belgian originally. He also won a few awards there as his Premiership debut with Epsilon. He was playing Pocket. He'd be joined on Demo Man by Nadir, who played the last season for TLR as roamer, despite being a Div 2 Demo Man. Now he's back on Demo Man. He is a Swiss miss, but they all speak French in this team. He's going to be joined by Nox on the Pocket Soldier role. Nox is the mastermind of TF2, so good that he actually had an award invented for him because he couldn't win any other awards. But he was made famous, or like his real legacy was with Epsilon. But last season he did play for Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, and now he's here with a French-speaking roster, and they're seated at number 4. He's going to be joined by another legendary French mastermind, Captain Hacks. He's technically a pocket. CommanderX would say he's not a very good roamer at all, but he's here to play roamer, and this is his
2014.
this is his moment to step up and assert himself in the role. And then the last 2 players we're going to have here on Moule will be the scout partnership you saw in TCM last season. First up is Flip FL1P, not to be confused with Flippy, and he had a great first season in Prem last season. Really made his mark, I feel, and definitely a power horse for this team. Joining him on Scout will be the Belgian Derosso, and he is actually pretty good. You know, people don't like to admit it, but sort of characterized as a little bit brainless, but he's really been stepping up over the last season under the tutelage of Byte. I think he's learned a lot. So definitely a very powerful scout combo, and I'm not watching the stream right now, so hopefully that all went very smoothly and you're all wowed. But that has been the roster rundown. CommanderX, please talk.
Yeah, we're going to be on Viaduct for the first round. All the first round games are on Viaduct. All the maps are going to be set into the grand final, where is it map pick or map elimination?
It's for the grand final, it's going to be map picks, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, don't ask me these questions so early in the morning, afternoon, night.
Yeah, definitely still morning. I've been up for all of an hour. Yeah, but on Viaduct it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a bit of a curveball. Not a map European teams traditionally like to PCW on, like to practice. It's going to be the first one of the day as well. I don't think many players have had much of a warm-up. I think I've seen Zebasai on MGE, I've seen Stark on MGE. That's about it for people I've seen warming up for this for the Invitational due to the early start. But I don't know, it's going to be hard to tell. I've not really seen either of these teams on Viaduct before, only on 5CP maps. What do you think?
I mean, I was discussing you in the lead up to the tournament about we decided the maps obviously, but Viaduct really just put it in there because I'm a bastard. I wanted to see these teams play a map that can be a little bit unpredictable, you know, a real wildcard option. We got Granary next as well, which is another map that causes upsets, and then Gullywash after that. So I'm just trying to totally disrupt the seedings as much as possible. This tournament is, of course, double elimination, so you have to lose twice. But yeah, absolutely no insight as to how these teams will play on this map. It's just going to be really interesting to see what happens whenever they finally do ready up. Why is it so cold in Ireland today? Jesus, man, my hands are like jittering all over the place here, CommanderX.
I'm at a nice comfortable temperature in my heated house, as we've invented heating in England.
Huhy tells me he needs the STV info. Is he not paying attention?
I've sorted it.
Wow.
Someone's got holding this cast together.
But you can hopefully see Huhy joining soon, and I don't think the game has started yet. Yeah, I can confirm
That's
that.
not live.
Somebody just Ubered though. These guys are super keen. Uber in the pre-game. Dunk would be turning in his grave right now.
So, which way do you think it's going to go, ads, on this Viaduct? We've already discussed it's unpredictable, but if you had to put your money somewhere, if you had any.
Oh, CX, if I had any money, I would lump on the higher seed. You know, Moule, they were rated by their peers as the 4th seed. It was pretty close, actually, around 3, 4, 5, but they edged it. They are ahead of Daughter in the seeding, so I'm going to have to just trust and put faith there in all these Premiership players. They must know something, surely, right?
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see how both teams fare up, how both teams want to play it. I presume it's going to come a lot to the main callers, really, how they fancy their chances. Obviously, I think Nox has a lot more experience main calling on Viaduct than Two Nuts would. Two Nuts' first season as main caller. It'll be interesting to see how many games he's even called on
you know,
Viaduct.
Nox is like a 5CP guy. He never liked playing Gravel Pit. Too random for him. This is a pretty random map. One thing I might say though, in terms of secret technology or not so secret technology, we could explorers sniping. Even Zebasai loves to snipe on this map. If you remember that amazing grand final from the last season of ETF12, that was probably the last time we saw Zebo and Nox playing. Now they're here on different teams. Hopefully it won't be such a car crash, and we'll get a good game out of them here. And Drosophile is asking in IRC, can they start? They're so polite. Yes, of course you can start.
Please, can we play our game now?
This tournament will be running roughly with a window of 50 minutes for each of these early rounds. We're already 10 minutes behind, but if this game doesn't go all the way, we'll be looking good to go into round 2 in about 40-35 minutes from now. So you're just going to have to stay with us. There'll be absolutely no breaks, CommanderX. I hope you've got like a bedpan there right beside you.
I do have the world's weakest bladder, so we might have to do some choreographed, you cover me kind of shenanigans. Also, I think they have gone live real time, so we'll be going live in 90 seconds, which I think might just be enough time for you to tell us about the prizes for this tournament.
Oh yeah, we did rush into this, but it is of course sponsored by ZOWIE gear, and I understand that second place, if you're lucky enough or unlucky enough to finish second place, you're going to be able to claim 6 PTF speed mouse mats. Then for the first place prize, which I think is amazing, like so many of these competitions, it might just be like 6 of one mouse. Everybody gets to choose whatever mouse they want from a great selection here. You've got the EC1 Evo CL, EC2 Evo CL, EC1 Evo Black, the EC2 Evo Black, and the FK. So you can choose the ZOWIE mouse which you most desire. And like, I know there's so often these threads coming up, which mouse should I buy? But ZOWIE seems to be like really the preferred choice these days. People seem to have lost a lot of faith in Razer and TTE Sports, etc. Logitech as well, but I'm always reading good things about ZOWIE. I'm so jealous of this, CommanderX, and we are live right
now. Yeah, we're going to the first middle here. We're going to see, I can't even say the name, Moule. I don't get it, on blue. The Swedes on red. Both teams coming to middle here. Looks like Nadir's rolling out the cliff, whereas Rib's favouring the floor. Early aggressive bomb there from that soldier, going to surf it out, but he's actually set up 2 frags. Lots of weak players on the French team, but they've set up so many frags here, and the Swedes are getting pinned right back. Scout's going to chase 2nuts into spawn. 2nuts is trying to zigzag out. He gets 1 saw. He's weak though, and Flip will finish that kill.
Zebasai in deep behind, gets Nadir, eventually gets Mitzi after a prolonged battle there. So he did manage to equalise that medic deficit, but that's actually going to be really powerful now because they have the faster spawns. They've lost control of the point. The red team are going to spawn significantly faster than the blue team until they manage to retake control of that. In Europe, we do play first to 4 caps here, or first to 3 caps, I mean. But right now, Moule in the lead. The point is ticking down in their favour. They're setting up. There comes the daughter setting up. Nutson jumps up on the rock, gets destroyed by a double soldier bomb there. Did you see Captain Hacks and Nox going ham right there?
Yeah, they just synced up the jump. They both jumped to deny the soldier, and they both jumped in to finish off the damage. And then Droso and Flip and Nadir all just pushing forward to clean up the rest of the frag. And Dota aren't looking comfortable at all on this map, just being completely taken to the cleaners early on.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are new teams this season, and this map is probably one they practiced the least. Like the week 1 maps, as I understand it, Granary and Gullywash, we're going to see them later. This one, people will just have to practice this after this event was announced, like in the last few days, so it's going to be a little bit shaky. That's what I've been hoping for, and so far I haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, we just saw a suicide attempt there by Dota, and they got nothing from it. Mitzi tucked away safely in house, they couldn't even get close. 2nuts was just building in spawn with Beaven the whole time, so they will have Uber and they're going to push out with this. Actually looks like they're going for another suicide. Rib jumps in up to the cliff. Soldier goes down. They do obviously get 1 pick on the demo man. Mitzi's taking a little bit of damage. Scout gets denied on him. And they're all just kind of coming in dribs and drabs, and it's really easy for Nox and these scouts to clean these up.
It's going to be an Uber versus Uber battle here. That suicide wave wasn't in no way effective in forcing Mitzi. He's well secured in the house there. They need some sort of coordination if they want to flank him. It's up to Zebasai really to be creative and get behind there, and he is doing that right now. as we do see that Mamu allowed Daughter to come onto the point before then using their Uber to block. But so much time on the cap point after the Uber fades, it'll surely change over to Daughter hands. Drosso's gone down on the flank there to Zebasai, but Captain Hax retaliates and takes Zebo down. Flip goes down to the body shot from Walters. The Walters with the scope didn't spot him up there on that high battlement. And now, as the players fall, Mamu are finally realising they need to pressure the sniper. 2Knots goes down, what?
Yeah, Captain Hax jumped in, killed the soldier, but it looked like he was not able to get anything off, but he got one more rocket off before he died, and 2Knots was really weak from a Nox bomb, and he went down. And now the Uber advantage is securely in Mitzi's favour. And, like, it took Dota so long to recap, they lost, what, 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the 3 minutes? Oh, Mitzi's Zebasai's behind and kills Mitzi. Really back and forth, just messy play here from both teams. But Rib will go down to a sniper, and Zebasai's cleaned up behind by Nox. And the cap's going to go back down, and with only 45 seconds remaining, you have to favour Moule in this opening round.
Captain Hax playing here as Pierre L'Aggressif went deep there onto 2Knots, but find the killing blow, and nobody was there to follow up on his damage either. So 2Knots has an advantage here, and will be moving forward. They don't actually have charge yet though. There's lots of stickies around the point here. Nadir deaths but finds nothing, no damage done there. And it's going to be a stacked point here from Daughter. Bomb comes in on 2Knots as everybody is looking forward, trying to spam the choke points. He serves like a boss. Has survived. The second soldier will follow up here. It looks like
it's
a second serve. 2Knots on 50 health here, survives both waves of soldiers there. Daughter have regained control of the point. 16 seconds on the clock for the blue teams, so really they need to hold here. They can't even let a single cap out, or it's going to be very, very close.
Yeah, they just really need one successful push here, and it looks like they're coming out. Yeah, they're walking out on cliff with the whole team here. It's not going to be a suicide, it's going to be a standard push. 85%, they're getting the cap time. They know it's all about the time. 2Knots has launched into the air. 2Knots is going to have to pop as he lands, and meanwhile, Mitzi's just going to back off. They're going to back off into the corner here. His soldier's going to come in. I think they will be forced. They're not even going to be forced. Mitzi holds onto it on 40 HP.
Captain Hax is going huge behind here, man. He's just been a thorn in the side. He got the foresight of 2Knots, killed Walters, now has killed Beaver, and now he's about to kill 2Knots. A huge play there from Captain Hax to totally distract that Daughter team and really open them up there. I mean, Beaver should have been up on the cliff protecting his medic. There's somebody should have been watching for that roamer, and nobody was. He had free reign there and just was a cat amongst the pigeons, CommanderX.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Moule are just basically letting Nox roam as well a lot of the time, just having Captain Hax and Nox just play aggressive and really in Dota's face, and Dota just don't seem to have the positioning or the awareness or the map knowledge to be able to control it. Like, 2Knots is only surviving if he hits every surf perfectly.
Nox actually running the gunboats as well. So it's a double gunboats. Really, Nox is the first in here. He's going to draw eyes away as both Daughter soldiers jump up to get Nox. He still managed to make his way onto the medic. Pierre L'Aggressif shut down by Beaver in there. He was clearly the decoy for Nox. But it looks pretty good for Daughter. They've weathered the storm. They find themselves with a strong man advantage. Now they'll begin to cap as Mitzi and DeRosso, I think, are backing off the spawn there to try and build that Uber. But 2Knots already has his here, Superstar.
Yeah, we're seeing like two different kind of medic styles on mid. Like, Mitzi's just playing quite reserved, letting these players go aggressive, and he's always got space to fall out. Whereas 2Knots is just standing right in the thick of the action, dodging it all. It's worked out for 2Knots in that time, but Nox and Captain Hax coming in again. Surely 2Knots is going to be forced. He is forced from a second bomb eventually by Captain Hax. And now the suicide is going to yield Moule a full Uber advantage going into this push.
Even getting forced in this map isn't the worst thing. There's a lot of strong positions you can take out defensively speaking. Like, they're going to hold on the cliff, and you can pretty much nullify any Uber as long as your spam is good. Like, if you see them coming right now, we see Moule rolling in from the right hand side on the door perspective. The spam is coming in, but the Uber hasn't spammed yet.
Like, there's only one soldier really spamming. There's not a lot of focused spam. They're losing players on the flank now. Knutson's coming in to try and salvage it. He gets the deer, but free cap there for Moule.
2Knots just ran straight back to spawn whenever that engagement started. Didn't want to take any risks there.
Lands one sticky on Mitzi, but that was always a really optimistic play. Here comes a second suicide now. Zebasai trying to go behind. He can't do anything either. This is poor from Dota, just coming in one at a time. Now Knutson's probably going to go down on the point. Really sloppy play from the Swedes here.
Yeah, this is quite painful to watch. I mean, this is supposed to be Premiership TF2. We expect a little bit more coordination than a single file conga line of like dead players right there. And I mean, these guys are playing here and communicating in their native tongue. This is supposed to be like the best of Sweden. Hopefully,
Two nuts
they
pops
can.
coming out of the door.
Oh
Sorry to cut
my
you off. His
God.
pops coming out of the door. They do get a couple of frags though. That's demo down. Mitzi's pop to save them, but it's now 4v3 in Moule's favour. But the spawns are of course going to be better for the Swedes. Zebasai's caught out fighting though. Here arrives Rib. Rib could do with some backup though. There's a scout and soldier on him. Knutsen's arriving now, and all Sweden need to do is play aggressive here. They've got such a good spawn advantage, basically half the time of Moule. There's one frag on Nox, that's what they need. Now comes Captain Hack. Captain Hack's forcing Two Nuts forward, but he won't be picked off. Two Nuts again, dodging on top 4. And now it's working out for the Swedes. Now they're starting to steadily move forward and get the frags, and the time is ticking down, and they should take the lead in time here.
I just see the first of the results coming in from round 1. Unsurprisingly, Made in Germany claiming a 3-0 against Phoenix Esports there, our bottom seed against our top seed. So we will be seeing them in the next round. Not sure if we're going to cast their game, but right now we're still watching Daughter versus Moule. It's 4th versus 5th seed right here. Moule send in an aggressive wave here. Flip finds Beaver while fairly aggressive, takes out Knutsen. Two Nuts surfs as much as he can, eventually going down to Captain Hacks. But with the medic pick there, that is definitely a favourable, successful play from Moule. They've also got the point as well. This is looking tough for Daughter right now.
They only got it for a second though. Walters and Zebasai combine aggressively, and now Walters just going to keep edging that cap time nearer. Nox goes down behind lines, and now it's just Nadir really alone trying to spam the point, but he's pretty isolated there. He's going to get Captain Hacks arrive with him now. Captain Hacks looks like he's going to line up for a bomb. He's Ubered in, trying to find the medic. He lands on a sticky trap though. Nadir's gone above. Nadir doesn't quite have the ammo to find anyone though, and this Uber's gone really badly for Moule. They've got scout backup now, and that will deny Beaver. But the Swedes are coming back in now. Rib and Beaver isolated actually from the rest of their team. Just lack of coordination again from the Swedes. It looked like it was going well for them, and then Rib and Beaver just got hung out to dry by the combo.
And then we saw Knutsen with some real Route 1 TF2 there, jumping pencil dive straight in to all those waiting blue players. He got shut down. Like, this map was often a battle of the flanks, and right at the start of that Uber, Zebasai went behind but was immediately shut down by Flip. He was just all over him, right up in his face. And as the clock ticks down here, it is about to tick into the favour of Moule, but Daughter find themselves with a 2-man advantage. They're getting time on the point. This could be a much closer round than the last. They're about to regain control here. They have the Uber advantage. Now, will they choose to hold from the same place they've held previously? It hasn't really worked for them. They keep getting forced. They keep losing players in these bombs. But they're on the cliff again, man.
Yeah, but Captain Hacks and Nox are back up now, so we can expect Moule to set up some kind of aggression. We're on 50% Uber. Maybe they don't have time to wait for Uber, actually. The time's running out quite quickly. Air shots exchanged on the far side. Beaven getting the frag there. And now Moule are just going to push across point. They will get the force, but maybe at the cost of everyone. Beaven's going to take a 3-man. And Moule had to go. They were running out of time, but now Uber from Two Nuts just when it looks like it's about to go wrong, just going to that safety button.
Yeah, it's definitely the right move right there with this. Almost ticking down the end, a little bit of overtime there, but not enough players coming in time there, and not even a whiff of an overcharge for Moule. It's going to be 1-1 here as we go to the third middle of this Pro Viaduct. If you have just joined us, this is the Teamfortress.tv ZOWIE Invitational number 2, round 1. It's Moule versus Daughter. I'm starting to wake up. CommanderX, what's happening?
We see both teams going to mid here. Both teams just exchanging spam right now. It looks like Zebasai's going to try and go behind first. They lose Walters early. Knutsen jumps into that soldier, but he's going to be counter-jumped by the Captain Hacks. Now the blue scouts are coming forward. Drosso and Flip doing big damage. Drosso's going to get the cleanup there. Walters is the fast respawner and is going to build and spawn with Two Nuts. Two Nuts' Uber is a lot further ahead. Is he on crits or is he just building better?
Just building better, I guess. It's partly what you said about Mitzi playing really reserved on middles. But I guess Two Nuts was pretty reserved too since he ended up back at spawn. I don't know, he's just a boss.
Soldier coming in here. Zebasai will go down, but he's put a lot of damage out. They really forced him back into the corner now. Flip is actually on sniper as well. Nadir will get Knutson. And there is a scout behind. Flip will get Walters with the SMG. And Captain Hacks is cleaning up on middle. Captain Hacks playing his own game right now. Just winning the 1v2 on middle. And another free hold for Moule. Still got that Uber charge.
Like, it seems the communication is so bad there. Even after Beavern died, Rib still didn't turn around. Like, he still... Call wasn't made. There's a soldier right behind you in the middle. Rib was just like walking backwards into his death there. Maybe these guys are a little bit sleepy too. I know that feel, bros. But Moule coming in to block the point here. They're going to let Daughter get lots of cap time on there, but not actually convert that one. Now they come in with the block. This must be part of their strategy. They like this timing. Again, Daughter will edge it after the Ubers fade, and it is a man advantage right now for Moule. They're going to be able to get those faster spawns as well that they've allowed Daughter to cap this point. So maybe there is a little bit of strategy there. Now they come in. And the respawns are coming in very quickly. Maybe that's the sort of theory behind it.
Yeah, when you're the team without the point, it's always favourable to trade. Like, more or less, the spawn time you get when you don't have middle point is about half what you get when you hold it. So,
you know what I mean?
any
like
trade.
Are Moule actually allowing Daughter to cap the point just for a little bit and
Spawn
then
wave. Yeah, I've seen it before. I think some American teams as well have like stood off for points so it doesn't cap, so their demo man gets a faster respawn and then capped. Just little things like that.
Sniper here. Zebasai's going to run the scope, so there's no room in Stoner in the field right now.
Doesn't matter.
Knutson tries to jump in there, but gets totally denied by spam. Mitzi does fall to the body shot. No shame here in the body shot. It's ZOWIE gear on the line.
And then the aggression just comes out from Moule. A suicide going all out for 2nut, but they get nothing. Knutson with another air shot. Knutson is on fire with these air shots today. And it's just going to be Flip Alive who's going to fall back to spawn to build with Mitzi. And another even round.
Surprising that Mitzi got picked there. Like, his positioning has been very defensive. Even whenever they're trying to hold back, he's often just positioned in the house, out of range of that sniper. And did get caught out there by Zebasai. We're going to see a counter snipe there from Droso. Fancies his chances against Zebasai. Scope on scope action here across the battlements. But neither sniper finding each other now. This is Enemy at the Gates. I've seen this movie.
How does it end, ads?
Oh, the Russians win, man. The Russians win this. These are the wrong teams, damn it.
We'll bring it back up when a Russian team's playing. As we see, Nadir try and jump in, but jumps straight into the bridge. A lot of spam on the combo on Cliff. They are going to be forced. Meanwhile, Captain Hacks gets another 2 frags. More big work on the flank from Captain Hacks. The counter pop comes in a lot later from Mitzi and Nox. Nox is going to chase it. 2nuts is going to die from Captain Hacks before Nox can even land on him. Nox keeps going though. Nox wants more aggression. Nadir's going to arrive now as well. Nadir and Nox combine to get Knutson. And Nadir wants to pick this demo man before he goes out. Really pressuring Rib out there. But actually results in him getting picked by Walters. Overextension there from Nadir.
This is like the best opportunity that Daughter are going to get. No demo man on the field, and it's going to be a long spawn time for him as they do not control that point. In come the red players. They are looking to contest here. Nox is taking a little bit of damage, but he's getting the full heals as well. He's allowed a scout through onto Mitzi, but it seems Walters will not be able to take him down. He did. My kill feed is so bugged right now. Really bug.
I don't know what happened there, but it just looked like Flip did really good work. Just like staying healthy, staying in the fight, but not really attracting a lot of attention, and just cleaning up those tagged players. I think he got 3 or 4 in that one. Just really exactly how you need to play Scout on Viaduct and help the team win that fight. As Dota are going to try and cap it back. Only 50 seconds on the clock for Moule. They're going to jump in. They've baited the Swedes onto the point. A lot of damage going on the Swedes. They will get the cap, but they're all going to wipe here, surely. Yeah, they got the cap, but surely that's it now. 10 seconds left on the clock. Now they've recapped. No way really anyone's going to be able to spawn in time and kill the 4 buffed players on point.
Yeah, it is going to be 2-1 here in favor of Moule. And this is match point right here for the French-speaking Belgian-French-Swiss mix. And I wish John would really mute his microphone before I strangle him. Rib is walking forward here, spamming out stickies. As a soldier comes arcing over the cliff there, it's Nox with the distraction. Captain Hacks on the follow-up. And he is unable to find two nuts. Both soldiers go down. Deer as well went down, and Mitzi's nowhere to be seen, but it's the way he's been playing.
Yeah.
His scouts have survived. They're going to go back and help him build a little, and a nice advantage situation here for Dora to take control of the point, and they have a superior charge, but we haven't seen them push with it yet. Will they finally decide to play aggressive here, CX?
Well, judging by the way Tunats and Knutson are back on that cliff and rock position, it doesn't. I mean,
this is the classic cliff push on your own cliff.
The classic stand still, holding your position push. As we see, as Mais and Moule want to try and go in. Soldier gets absolutely juggled, and then Nadir's going to jump in as well. They just lose all the frags. Looks like they were setting up a suicide, but Tunats barely even a scuff on his shoe there.
Yeah, great work by Beaver and his soldiers as well. I think it was him poisoning the rock there, but saw that Captain Hack's bomb coming in. Nox dealt with as well. It's now going to be Uber versus Uber. Mais and Moule going to push now, having rolled the dice and failed to get the pop off. But they will be playing with a sniper here. Mais and Moule have Droso on the scope. Ubers are going to be traded, and then after that, we'll see what happens. Look at Nadir jumping back to protect Droso. He's like got the whole balcony sticking up there. They're really hoping Droso can find the frags here. But he will be spammed out by Ribs, so no more sniper on the field.
Yeah, Mitzi's going to get caught out now as well. And there's a soldier behind on Two Nuts. Surely Two Nuts will go down. Nox arrives to take him down. It's now just Nadir v 2 scouts. He gets one. The other scout's behind him. He doesn't know it. Scout's on his head. Walters will finish him off. And it looks like Mais and Moule want to keep coming for this. Scout one-on-one on points. Captain Hacks is going to arrive to force Walters back here. Soldier bomb coming in. Zebasai lands a one big rocket on the soldier. Walters is going to come in to chase that frag, but he just baits Droso. Baits in the frag for Droso. And now Mais and Moule are going to start the clock ticking down in this third round. By which I mean fourth round.
Looks like Dora are set up for a push or a suicide wave on the left hand side. They might go here because they know that Mitzi doesn't have Uber if they're keeping track of the times here.
Oh wow.
But wow, Mais and Moule just take the initiative there. They see the red players amassing in that corner and send everybody over the top, but it hasn't worked out for them. Mitzi and Nadir, the only players alive here on the blue team, and they have the inferior spawn times, but as soon as Daughter cap this point, that will be reversed. Daughter in the lead here by a minute, almost 10 seconds, 50 seconds. I'm good at maths, never do maths live on air, CommanderX.
I mean, I struggled with a number of rounds we've played, so I'm not going to even attempt time. As we see Nox trying to lead for charge once again, but just gets absolutely hammered by Beaver and Walters, peppered down. Meanwhile, Captain Hack's foe onto Two Nuts. Two Nuts will go down with the help of a Nadir bomb. And all in that position for Mais and Moule, capping this point behind that aggression. And they've not even popped the Uber yet. It is just Nadir and Mitzi right now. Captain Hacks is on 6 HP behind the team. He's not going to be much help. Rib's going to jump in and finish him off. But in all this time, all this delaying strategies, soldiers behind, they're just getting further and further into the lead. And Mitzi should be forced here by a scout on. Nox is going to chase that soldier behind. Should be able to clean him up as Nadir goes to put some forward stickies up. But it looks like Dota are ready to push from cliff there. And Nadir's way too far forward.
Yeah, he didn't realise about that roamer that was drawing the attention of the rest of his team. Looked back and realised he was facing the Red Army all on his own, but again, there's like no focus fire. I know it's like a TFTV cliche, but they're just not finding the frags here. Like even when it's fairly even numbers, like Daughter are just not killing Mais and Moule as well as Mais and Moule are killing them. Can I say it any better, CommanderX?
That's about as insightful as it gets. It just seems like as soon as Nox tags something, you can just see him call it in comms and flipping Droso just hunting that player down, peppering him with those 50 damage distance shots. As we see, going to see an Uber exchange here. Nox gets the pop off first. Rib is going to get saved in time, but in the meantime, Knutson goes down. Mitzi's Uber's about to run out, and Mitzi's really deep here. Rib could get a lot of damage off if he can find the stickies, but he can't find the stickies. And here come the scouts from Mais and Moule for the cleanup again. Mais and Moule scouts doing work. One for Flip, one for Droso, another one for Flip. And Captain Hacks will clean up the medic. And Droso gets... Was that a third for Droso in that fight? Such good work by the Mais and Moule scouts here.
And struggling to find anybody from Daughter who's trying to work the flank there in those Uber fights. Maybe they'd already lost those players, but I suppose with a sniper on the field, you're losing.
Yeah.
a little bit of that width in your play, but the clock is just going on to the 15-second mark here for Mais. They need to hold the point for 15 seconds, and that they will win right now. Other than that, they
Soldier
can wait for another. Oh,
Captain
shut down.
Yeah, Captain Hacks arrives just about in time. Missy's going to get the health pack. They are going to stop the cap, but it's overtime right now. All Mais need to do is cap the point once, whereas Toast needs to hold for a whole minute. And Mais have no Uber, and here they come. Going to go across the point, going to Uber it. Going to try and focus down that demo. Captain Hacks landing rockets. There is a heavy who's juggling the deer right up into the skybox. The deer's going to be super weak on point, and that heavy's still on. But there's a soldier behind. Captain Hacks gets the medic, and all the frags are cleaned up on point. Zebasai trying heavy there. I think he's trying the off-classing as we see Mais knock out. I say knock Dota down to the lower bracket. There, he needs to be working the flank. Like we saw all the work Captain Hacks was doing. And Zebasai, meanwhile, was just trying to snipe, trying to heavy.
Yeah, definitely Captain Hacks demonstrating that he can roam, or at least that the Daughter weren't there to shut him down. I could say that much as well. Flip was definitely denying Zebasai a few times when he tried to go behind. It seemed like Mais had more of a game plan, more of a strategy here in this map. And we did want to see some wild games, but I'm slightly disappointed by the Daughter performance. Hopefully on the more familiar maps we can see better from them. They will be cast down to the lower bracket, and you can find that bracket at challenge.com/TFTV ZOWIE 2. You can find that stuff over at teamfortress.tv as well. There's a couple of articles on there giving you all the rundown, but we can hopefully give you that here right now. Let's check in on a few other results. I did mention earlier that Made in Germany had beaten Skeege's team, Phoenix Esports 3-0. We just saw Mais win 3-1 here against Daughter, and there actually aren't any other results coming in just yet on the IRC channel. But let's take a look at the bracket, CommanderX, and theorycraft a little bit about perhaps what game we would like to see next.
So right now we've got Phoenix versus Dota in the lower bracket final, and we've got Made in Germany and Mais in the upper bracket round 2. Lower bracket final, lower bracket round 1. Round 1 comes before the final. That's what I've learned today. Meanwhile, I presume TLR are going to beat Lego, and I presume AOGL are going to beat Evocat Gaming. So I think TLR versus AOGL.
What is this? What is this result I see before me in IRC? Heist just pops in there and says Lego win 3-1. He was disappointed to see Viaduct as the first map because it's sort of a TLR boogie map. That wasn't my intention, well, sort of. But Lego with Forsaken on Merc have come in here, overturned a 7th place seed to beat the number 2 seed and send them down into the lower bracket. I would hate to be in the lower bracket right now playing against TLR, but they just lost 3-1. Can you believe it, CommanderX?
I can't believe it. I just got a smiley face from Forsaken going, we won. Then he wrote, these Lego guys are awesome. Yeah, shocking result there. TLR did also have a Merc. Miralin is missing in action, so they had Bite on Medic. Yeah, Biter was on Medic.
He's pretty good.
Yeah,
he's still got it.
He's not unheard of. Yeah.
It's not like it's me or you playing Medic there. Jesus, they have a chance. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry. We would expect Evocate to be joining them, but that result is yet to come in. But this is an interesting one. Do we want to follow the trail of Lego and see if their upsets can continue, or do we want to watch the big hitters here? Do we want to go and see Made in Germany, Moule in the next round?
Can we get some kind of stream opinion, some kind of stream vote?
We do have some straw poll technology. Ducky's going to be handling that for us. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to vote there. If you got the stream open, CommanderX, I am totally clueless.
I've got the stream open. I've also got a score up from our final opening fixture. Currently, Evoke are 2-1 up on AOGL.
That is interesting. The next round is supposed to be starting in 9 minutes. As I said, it will be Granary.
Also, I just noticed Evocate don't have X on. They have the Moule on demo.
Oh wow, that was something I was worried about. In the article, it was mentioned that he is like on the roster, but I don't think he's as good as those guys. He's not on the same level. Maybe
He's saying that they are winning currently, so
yeah, but AO Girl, they're terrible, right?
Never even
Number
heard
6
of them.
seed.
That was generous.
Let's get Ips in here. He said he wanted to come and chat. I'm gonna invite him in just to hear what happened with Made in Germany, what he thinks about these upsets. We'll get him into Mumble for a little bit of chit chat. And there is the final confirmation there.
The other games, yeah.
What's happened?
Evocate have taken it 3-1. So there'll be an advantage of a lower bracket, which means AOGL will be going to watch like TLR in the lower bracket, round 1, which will be quite a game.
Turbo Monkey messages me to say that he thinks that Ips is the TF2 everyman. There he is in Mumble, but not in our channel. Hopefully we can figure this out. Technology, man, it's tough.
So far, the only request and shout out for the ZOWIE commercials. So I think I know what we're watching next.
Let's talk real quick to Ips before we go to commercial and then head on to the next round. But Ips, we did just see your result coming in very early there whilst we were still casting the other games. Was it as easy as the 3-0 suggests?
Yeah. It was a very fast game. We could play very aggressive. It was really nice.
Would you prefer to be playing against the Lethal Weapon or 425 there? It was something that was suggested yesterday whenever the Phoenix team was looking up in the air, or it would have made a difference.
It might would have made a difference because I think Viaduct, yes, is a strong DM map, but I think you can also equalize a bit with having cohesion and team play, and if you're making a mixed team, that's obviously not given, so that would have changed the result a bit. I don't think we would have lost it or like given up a round. We would have maybe had closer rounds.
Let me ask you, what do you think of this upset result? Lego coming in 3-1 against TLR.
On Viaduct.
Well, they are without Merlin. Yeah, on Viaduct, the TLR boogie map.
I don't know. They have strong DMers. Did you get some info about that? Did Hellbeck snipe? Did something unexpected happen? I expect them to have like Hellbeck and Sniper, and then the rest just easy from there. And if you suddenly miss one of your main callers, that completely throws you off your game as well. So I expect TLR to be back in the tournament very soon, working their way through the lower bracket.
Yeah, I think our next game, the one I want to watch anyway, is Made in Germany versus Mais and Moule. Should we expect a good game here on Granary? How have you been getting on against them in practice?
I don't think we have played Granary against them. We always play Granary against Evocate, who have been very strong on it. We will see. We haven't lost to them yet, but they took us to a 4-3 on Gullywash very recently, even though it was a 5-0 before that on Badlands for us. So I don't know. We will really have to watch out what's happening next. But I'm not too concerned. The only people I'm really concerned about were really Viaduct was one thing I was concerned about because we never played it, and like I just said, it's a team play map, and we never talked about that. And TLR really, but as TLR seems to struggle. It's going to be everyone can get in the finals, I guess, at the moment.
Okay, we're going to leave it right there and keep the cast moving on. Hopefully we'll be going to the next round. I wish you good luck in your game against Mais and Moule.
Thank you.
Get on that server. We're going to run a little advert now, maybe, if I get confirmation from huhy.
Later, nerds.
If he can find it. Thanks, Tips.
Oh, you're casting our game?
Yeah.
Should we come into
Do you
the
wanna-
Mumble?
Oh yeah. I think you should definitely.
All right.
Yep, that is something we've been working on as well. I think we're gonna have some mumble comms here for this next cast. We didn't have them for the last game because neither team was actually speaking English. Although Kata suggested that we could just, extract the passion from those Swedish swear words and French phrases. But we're gonna actually have some comms here from your current number 1 seed, made in Germany, that we'll be able to bring in at various points in the game. That means we can just sit back and do nothing, CommanderX. Isn't that great?
Yeah, so we'll just put it
But
on Made in Germany for the first half, and then maybe we'll come in and do a bit of casting for the second half.
Let's
What do you say,
let's not jump ahead of ourselves here. There's actually a straw poll right now. People are intrigued to see what Lego are up to, so, even though I'm like a casting tyrant, I've been overruled. We're going to go to democracy here. There's a straw poll being put in the chat right now. People can vote. I'm voting Made in Germany, Mail and Moule. Screw you guys. And I think...
I'm watching it live. Lego versus EvoCat Gaming. 10 votes ahead. When are we going to call this? When are we going to call this off?
When for the Lego EvoCat game, there won't be comms for that because they speak Danish and French. Nobody wants to hear that.
Actually, I think they will be speaking English because Forsaken's playing.
You guys should definitely cast Lico. Marble's not answering me on Steam, so I'm just coming in. Sorry. Cast Lico. Stick with the underdog story until it's exhausted or they get into the finals. But don't miss out on that chance now. All right. People want Lego.
Wow, you're going to be gutted whenever Mail and Moule send you down to the loser bracket. You'll never get casted, but that's fine. That's fine. It's like it's gonna be
there's gonna be a cast of the final, I guess. Or you're gonna cast that lower bracket final, Moule against Lego. What do you mean? Fuck yourself. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Please remove yourself from Mumble. We're gonna go with the Lego versus EvoCat game. It looks like. When do we draw the line? You're right, CommanderX. When do we say stop?
Well, it was originally 45 votes to 35. Now it's 85 to 75, and Lego versus EvoCat have stayed 10 votes ahead the entire time. I think it's clear who's going to win.
I'm just going to call it now, man, because there's a minute to go until the next round is supposed to start, and we need some time to run through all that roster magic. So, yep, we're just going to fly by the seat of our pants here. We're jumping into Lego versus EvoCat